Morning, guys. We're gonna clean up silos today. What would you call them?
Grain bins.
Grain bins.
So our grates in here, one's right here, there's one big one in the center that's not open. The Landon's feeding the last one.
So that's the Brent 544. On our silos here, obviously we for new viewers we dry our own wheat here and soybeans. This is our fan, comes up in here. There's a grate inside, and I'll show you in a second, that goes right to here. So right here is open space, and then air kind of funnels up into the silo. So right here we got how warm it is, 20 degrees in there. Probably is a lot hotter actually in there when we were in there, but now it's cooled off quite a bit. So you can set her down to, or set up wherever you want your temperature to be at, and this thing will keep funneling air into there until it's cooled to that temperature. Basically, we're trying to draw moisture out. So there's a grate right here, about a foot of airspace that these go into. We have them on both. You can see the air fan right there. So I'll go in there in a second and show you guys the inside of that. I'll also put how many bushels that Brent 44 can hold right above here and whatnot. So let's go in the silo here. So like I mentioned, you got this screen. There's a foot underneath it of open air. Obviously with these, if I slide this open, there's magnets in here to catch any metal that may fall down in there. Really good setup we got going on here. Obviously I was wearing a dust mask in here, very dusty in here. Still very dusty, you can see some of the dust floating. But yeah, so we do have some problems with a little bit of mold growing. So we'll get that out of here before putting the next crop in. It's just, that didn't dry all the way. It's usually just little spots. There's one spot over there this year, and there's one spot over there. So we'll get that out of there and whatnot. But anyways, these grates help dry. So as the grain dries all the way up. So as you may have seen, Grappa was opening and closing these. These are the little chutes that cover up the auger that the grain comes out. This auger stretches all the way across the bottom. It's enclosed, so obviously the air cannot touch where that auger is, because this whole steel goes all the way through. Comes out of this right here. But anyways, this one opens the main one, and these open the side ones. So same thing goes on over here. These silos are completely identical. Besides this one actually has an inside ladder. This year, sadly, they're both filled with wheat, and we did not keep any of our soybeans on property. We had them shipped away to a local storage facility in town because we just didn't have a lot of soybeans. But we had a ton of wheat, and just a little more than what we were expecting, a lot of wheat. But yeah, so it did make sense for us to store you know, half a silo of soybeans when we could store a full silo of wheat and not have to pay for that drying cost, number one, because we dry it here on site, and you know, and otherwise. So it's just a better situation to have these both filled with wheat this year. Obviously, you've seen us, you know, clean that up really nice in there. We try to get most of it out best we can. We don't take an awfully long time on it. Some people are very particular about their grain silos and whatnot. Obviously, the lid's on top. You guys can go check out the last part of the wheat, or any of the wheat videos. You'll see us putting up the auger and putting the wheat inside of these grain bins up here. Obviously vented on the top. These are not sealed grain bins. None of them usually are. Reason being, all that hot air, all that hot moisture can exit out those top rivets up there and whatnot. So in the middle of them, we have our crawl space, goes all the way up. A little standing area, and then we can shoot across and shoot across. So yeah, pretty cool kind of facility we got going on back here and whatnot. So with our Brent 544, why we got it is some of our commodities, like in town, they can only store soybeans and corn for us. They may not store wheat. So that's why we put up these grain silos to begin with. Without them doing that, we would have never put up those grain silos. So we run into kind of problems of we need to haul a little bit more product, and we don't want to buy a semi because we just don't have a need for it. So our Brent 544 comes into play. Has a nice tarp that goes over it. Right now it's not on. We'll put it on this afternoon. We'll just roll it over. Pretty cool dual expense system. This thing holds a lot of bushels. Nice braking system as well, all hydraulic. So as that stops, the whole thing stops. So we'll haul it with the 544. We go a little bit farther to sell our wheat. Not too much farther, just a little more down the road. A little too far for us, I think it's about 16 to 20 miles away from the farm. So it's a little too far for us to just haul it straight to that place. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm sure you'll see a video coming out pretty soon of us cleaning out that other silo, because that needs to still get done. But one of them's down, so that's a project off the books for right now, and we'll sell this and, you know, make money like we do. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. See if we can get Missy over here.